Okay, hello YouTube and welcome to another multi-battle that I had recently. I did get this one live, but the live narrating was kind of really bad, so I thought, oh, I'll just ditch it and narrate over this one as I do with normal videos. It was a really good battle and it was really close at the end as well, with just one of my Pokemon left against two of someone else's, and it was really like on edge. Me and Zach were there like, oh, can I do this, can I do this? And oh, it was so intense. Anyway, I'll just carry on, I'll just get to the battle. I hope you guys like this, and if you do, please leave a like, leave some comments, anything like that. Anyway, here we go, let's get into this. It was nice to mix up the teams as well, so I'm on Zach's side and stuff, instead of being on Kyle's side, and Kyle actually isn't in this battle at all, actually, but it was nice to like mix around and be on the side with some other people too. So anyway, me and Zach are going to lead out with Beautifly and Staraptor, and they're going to lead out with Eviolite Celio and a Guts Flareon probably, but we're not going to risk that Flareon, so Zach's going to go straight for the Brave Bird on Flareon, which is easily going to take it out because of Reckless or whatever the ability is. But Zach's going to have to take that recoil damage on Staraptor. I'm going to take this opportunity to set up a Quiver Dance because I really need the boost since Beautifly isn't the most potent attacker or anything. And Quinn's just going to set up some stockpiles with his Celio to boost his defense and special defense even more. I mean, it's pretty tanky as an Eviolite variant anyway, but it's going to boost his defenses and stuff. In comes the Ditto, who's going to transform into my Beautifly. It's obviously scarfed as well, so it's going to outspeed and go for the Air Cutter, which is going to do a huge amount of damage to me, and he's going to get an unlucky crit on Zach's Staraptor as well, so it's going to take the Staraptor out. I myself am going to go for the Air Cutter, so don't do as much damage to them as they did to me though, and Quinn's going to take me out with the Celio's Frost Breath, and that's the end of my Beautifly, unfortunately. The Ditto version of my Beautifly actually did better than I did. That's going to swap on into his Hitmonlee, and I'm going to swap into my Eviolite Marill. Quinn's going to swap out his Celio here, which I wouldn't really have done, but he swaps it into his Urshirang, and Zach's going to go for the normal gem fake out on the Ditto / Beautifly, and is going to easily take that out with a critical hit as well. So it's kind of revenge for using my own Pokemon better than me. I'm going to Aqua Jet the Urshirang, because the Aqua Jet was meant for the Beautifly, but obviously Zach killed it instead. And the Urshirang's going to get its Guts / Quick Feet up with the Poison Orb. In comes probably Gut Swallow, going to protect for the boost, and Zach's going to riskily go for a high jump kick and miss, and take that recoil damage. Definitely is a Quick Feet Urshirang, and he's going to go for Facade on Zach's Hitmonlee and take it out. I'm just going to try and get some boost because I'm not going to be that powerful. I do quite a bit of damage considering it's only a 40 damage move on the Urshirang, so I'm at +1 now. And with my huge power, my attack stat isn't that bad. Zach's going to send in his Jinx, and I'm just going to go for an Aqua Jet on the Urshirang to try and finish it off, which I do, thanks to that boost and the huge power and the stab, obviously. So that Urshirang is no more. And the Gut Swallow is just going to go straight in for a Brave Bird on the Jinx, which I was like, oh, it'd be okay because it's sashed, and then Zach was like, oh, I'm not running a sash, and I was like, no! So that's Jinx down. So from this point in, I think I'm on my own now. So in comes Celio, and I'm just going to go for the Aqua Jet on the Swallow, and it's going to go for a Brave Bird on me, which I'm like, oh, okay, probably won't live this, but the recoil will kill it anyway, and I do tank it on 26 health, and I was really surprised about that. So on 26 health, I'm tanking it like a beast. And Quinn's going to go for a Toxic there. Maybe he was expecting me to swap out or something. So he's going to get the Toxic off on me. And I'm going to take that Toxic damage. Sorry, I'm really tired. He's going to get the free stockpiles in because I'm poisoned anyway, so he figured he may as well just stockpile and stockpile. I'm going to go for another Parrot Punch to try and get as much damage off as I can since it's super effective. I do a decent amount and I get a crit. I probably should have just gone for Play Rough or something. I'm going to die to poison damage as well here, so that's the end of my Oranberry. Okay, so it's just me against Zach now. Me against Quinn even. So I'm going to pop in my little Eviolite Paris, who takes this critical hitting super effective ice type move like it's nothing, and I'm going to get my Spore off. So with Celio asleep, I was like, maybe I can do this, and Zach was like, go on Lauren, you got this, and I'm like, I don't think I've got this. Anyway, Quinn's going to swap out. They probably expected me to Leech Seed or something, but I thought that was too risky, so I went straight in for an X-Sizzle, which worked out really well for me, because that meant Quinn didn't get a free swap in, and I managed to get quite a bit of damage off on the Torterra. Even though they're quite bulky, I was quite surprised with the amount of damage that I did manage to get. I'm going to pretty much wall this Torterra for days, because most of the moves it has can't actually touch me. But I've got super effective on it, so I'm going to go for another X-Sizzle, and I was like really hoping they weren't going to miss at this point. I was like, oh, if I miss an X-Sizzle, that's it. I'm starting to cut it a bit fine with my health here, so I decided to go for a Synthesis, which worked out great because Quinn decided to go for Stockpile, so I pretty much got a free Synthesis up. So I managed to get a huge amount of my health back, which worked out really well. Me and Zach were just like, shit, because we were on Facebook to each other, like messaging each other, like, oh my god, this is going to be close. So I've now got a +1 defense Torterra against my tiny little Eviolite Paris. He's going to go for a Wood Hammer, which isn't going to do much to me at all, and he's going to take the tiniest bit of recoil damage like ever, so it's hardly even recoil. And I'm going to go for another X-Sizzle, and I'm like, please crit, and I get a crit, and I was like so excited about getting this crit, because I was like, oh my god, I was going to get walled. But I get the crit that I really needed, and it's just Celio left, but Celio's asleep, so I have a slight advantage here. I couldn't decide between whether I should go for like a Leech Seed or an X-Sizzle, so I went for an X-Scissor there, because I'm really terrified of this X-Scissor missing, so then I decided to go for a Leech Seed, because Leech Seed kind of does like a set amount, and since it's Eviolite, Leech Seed's going to be doing a little more damage to it than my X-Scissors are. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to shimmy my mushrooms and get some health back from Celio, but it's going to wake up, and it gets a frost buff off, but thanks to the Synthesis and the Leech Seed, I'm on a really nice amount of health, so I knew I could take that really well. And I got one more X-Scissor that I need to do, and it just lives like the tiniest bit of health, but the last Leech Seed like it's like the Leech Seed of victory, and I'm able to take out the Celio with one last Leech Seed, so that was really, really close, and me and Zach were pretty much just on edge, like, oh my god, can we do this? I think if an X-Scissor had missed or something, then that would have been game for me, but it was a really good battle, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'll see you around. Goodbye.